let's talk about business plans and most notably, what are you going to use a business plan for? A business plan is a good document and a good process to go through to lay out your thinking about the business. But most notably, that business plan is going to be a sales tool for you. Most of us are going to use a business plan to raise money, to get partners, or to get people interested in our idea. And I know there's a lot of thoughts of like, well, what goes in the business plan? How should it be done? There are basically 10 key questions you have to answer in a business plan. And you want to do these as to the point, but thoroughly as possible. First off, what is the product or service? How many of you have been in the following situation? Somebody's talking to you about their idea for their business. They're showing you their business plan. It's 5-10 minutes into it, and you still have no idea what their product does or what their business is. If you can't explain your business concept to me in 30 seconds or less, and have it also not explained to me, but explained to a 5th grader, such that it was simple and straightforward enough that that 5th grader could explain it to another adult, and that that second adult would understand the concept of the business, it's too complicated. Or you're explaining it in a way that's too complicated. The first most important thing to do in your business plan is, what is the product? What is the service? What is docstoc? Docstoc is a website that helps small businesses by getting them access to the documents they need to start and grow a business. And they're things like legal contracts, business forms, financial models, and then other resources like videos and tools that you would need to start and grow a business. That's it. That's docstoc. It's very straightforward. I explained it in 30 seconds or less. Even if you've got some questions about what the product does and what it is, you pretty much understand what it's all about, and you'll know what follow-up questions to ask to clarify what's going into it. What is your product or service? Describe it clearly. Next, what is its unique value proposition? Why is your product or service different or better? What's your business? I'm an attorney. I'm a business attorney helping with formations. Great. Why should I use you versus the 500 other business attorneys that are going to provide the same service? What makes you different or better? Well, I've worked with 400 clients in the last year. I've helped incorporate thousands of businesses. I've seen every potential situation something could go wrong or not, and I'm going to make sure to give you the best service, be the most transparent, at fair, clear rates. Okay, I get it. I see why you're different or better. What's the market opportunity? So what's the problem that you're solving? How large is the market? That means how many total dollars spent into it. That's a really important question if you're trying to raise venture capital. One of the first things a venture capitalist will want to see, which again we'll get into exactly the difference between venture capitalists and other type of investors, is how many total dollars are spent into this market. How fast is the market growing, right? So are we talking about mobile devices? That's a hugely fast-growing market. And who's the competition? How do you make money? Make sure that you can be able to explain very simply and clearly how you make money. Is this a subscription service? Do you charge one-off for a product? Are you based on ads? Is it a freemium product? How do you make money? Next, what is the strategy? Strategy is answered very simply by saying, what's the long-term vision? First off, what is it that we picture being in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now? It's my goal and intention that docstoc is the premier destination online for every small business to go to get help with the resources that they find most valuable. That's my long-term strategy. But what are your 3, 6, 9, and 12-month goals? What are the milestones that you want to hit in those periods of time? What are the key metrics that you're going to get? That's the second part of strategy. How do you sell or market your product or service? Don't take for granted that you're going to build something and you're going to get customers, that you're going to open up a corner shop and people are going to come, that you're going to provide a service like a therapist and people are just going to want to work with you. How are you going to get people wanting your product and service? How much capital do you need to raise? So what amount of capital do you need to get to profitability in your business? Or what amount of capital do you need to prove out a certain amount of metrics to potentially raise more money if you're going to have a business that's a liquidity business? Remember, lifestyle business, we want to get to profit, and we want those profits to support our lifestyles. Liquidity business, we want to show enough growth that we can have somebody buy that company from us or potentially take it public. Who's the management team? And more importantly, why is your background and why is your skill set uniquely qualified to start this business? Let me ask you, if we were going right now and we needed to raise $100,000 to start an internet business, are you going to want somebody that started restaurant businesses? Are you going to want it, and you had to give $100,000 your own money? Let's say we all have $10 million in the bank. Congratulations, you all have $10 million in the bank. And you're going to invest $100,000 in a new business. And you're going to invest that $100,000 in an internet business. Do you want to invest that $100,000 in someone that started a restaurant business successfully, if it's for an internet business? Or do you want to invest that $100,000 in someone that started an internet business successfully in the past? How is the background of the management team uniquely qualified for that business? Number 9, what are the projected financials of the company? How much revenue are you going to make 1, 2, 3 years out? Typically, I would say just do financials for 3 years out. Anything more than that is, you're already throwing a dart in the dark doing financials, but to do it more than 3 years out is most often pointless. But what for the next year, especially for the next year, because that's how you're going to operate your business, what do you think you're going to spend? Where are those expenses going to come from? What do you think you're going to make? Will you be profitable? Will you need more capital at a certain point? And then finally, what's the preliminary valuation of your company? Meaning, if you are going to raise money, how much would you give up for a certain amount of money? So for example, if you wanted to raise $10,000 for your business, let's say you just want to sell a product online, and you found a great place. We're going to sell laptop covers. Our business is called Laptop Cover Incorporated. And we found a great place where we can source and buy these laptop covers for $2 in a variety of interesting colors. And we want to sell them for $10. And you need $10,000 in working capital to buy these, and you already have a website up. You just need the money to buy the laptop covers. And you came to anyone, you said, all right, I need $10,000. What percentage of your business would you be willing to give up? If you gave up 10% of your business, then you have an implied valuation of $100,000. In fact, once you raise the money, you have a valuation of $110,000. But if you're saying that you're going to give up 10% of your business for $10,000, you're saying that the value of my business at this moment is $100,000. And there is no real, the only value of your business is, it's like everything else with supply and demand. What are the price of your products? The price of your products are what people are willing to pay for. The valuation of your business is what people are willing to invest in. So based upon all these other things, like how much experience do you have, what kind of product have you built? For example, if I were to go start a business versus probably any one of you in the internet space, I could probably get a better valuation for my business right up front because there's more credibility on my background around starting internet businesses. If one of you have had a really successful track record in starting restaurant businesses, you'd be able to get a better valuation for a restaurant business if we were raising money than I would be able to. These are the 10 questions that you most simply want to consider. And if you address each of these 10 questions in your business plan, you're going to be successful.